In the world of digital business, making the right call can mean everything. It can be the one thing that separates you from the competition. But what if you could make those critical decisions faster, smarter, and with way more accuracy than ever before? Well, that's what we're diving into today. We're going to explore how AI isn't just changing the decision-making game, it is completely rewriting the rulebook.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll tackle the decision-making dilemma every business is up against. Then, we'll introduce you to AI as your own strategic grandmaster. We'll even see it in action with a really cool case study, weigh the good against the bad, and finally, help you figure out your next big move.
All right, let's just jump right in. Every single business out there today is practically drowning in a sea of data. And the real challenge? It's not just about keeping your head above water. It's about actually navigating that sea to make smart decisions, and fast. The pressure is absolutely on, and believe me, the stakes have never been higher.
And this quote really hits the nail on the head. Every choice you make, big or small, is a step in a specific direction. The trick is making sure all those steps are actually taking you where you want to go. That's where data intelligence comes into play. It's basically your compass in that huge sea of data we were just talking about.
So what does this actually look like? Well, you've got two paths you can take. There's the traditional route, right? Humans hunched over spreadsheets and reports trying to connect the dots. Then there's the revolutionary path, handing that decision over to an AI system that can analyze the data and act all on its own. And that second path is what we're really going to unpack.
To really get a handle on how powerful AI can be in all this, I want you to think of it like a chess grandmaster. Seriously, it's not just some passive tool. It's a strategic partner that is always thinking several moves ahead of everybody else.
And that's what we mean by strategic AI. It's like a grandmaster that sees the entire board, not just the next move. It dives into these massive, messy datasets to find patterns we'd never see, predicts what your competitors or customers might do next, and helps you get into position to capitalize on opportunities before anyone else even knows they exist.
So, how in the world does it do all that? Well, AI digs up insights that are basically invisible to the human eye. It can predict future trends with, frankly, stunning accuracy. And it automates all those boring, routine tasks that slow your team down. And what does that do? It frees up your people to focus on what humans do best, being creative, innovating, and pushing the business forward.
Okay, so that's the theory, and it all sounds pretty great. But let's see how this whole thing actually plays out in the real world. We're going to look at a case study that shows just how massive the AI advantage can be. So, picture two companies. Let's call them Company A and Company B. They're basically neck and neck. They sell the exact same toys at the same prices. But they share a big problem. Their product return process is so bad, it's actually driving customers away. For one of these companies, though, this problem turned out to be the key to winning it all. Now, this was the old way of doing things. You know the drill. It's a total bureaucratic nightmare of online forms, making the customer pay for shipping, and these rigid one-size-fits-all policies that just made everyone angry. The data was crystal clear. Customers who went through this, they were leaving and they were not coming back. This is where Company A completely changed the game. They set an AI loose on their returns process. So, instead of that rigid policy, the AI looked at the entire customer relationship in a fraction of a second, analyzing everything from how much they've spent to how loyal they are.
And the result? It was a total game changer. A super loyal customer might get a full refund instantly and be told, hey, just keep the toy. A brand new customer might get a free return shipping label to make it easy. The decisions were instant, they were personal, and they turned a huge point of frustration into a source of real loyalty. And just like that, Company A had a massive competitive edge.
But, and this is a really big but, there's a catch. AI is a classic double-edged sword. Yes, it's incredibly powerful, but it also comes with some serious risks, and you absolutely ignore them at your own peril. This quote just says it all. Your AI is only as smart as the data you feed it and the logic you build into it. You've heard the old saying, garbage in, garbage out? Well, with AI, it's as simple and as dangerous as that.
So what's the trade-off here? Well, on one hand, you get this incredible accuracy, speed, predictive power, and a huge competitive advantage. But on the other hand, you're dealing with the risk of bias, ethical concerns, high costs, and a total dependence on having pristine, high-quality data.
And this is what happens when it goes wrong. See, a flawed AI doesn't just make one bad call. It can make thousands or even millions of them in the blink of an eye. We're talking catastrophic financial and reputational damage before you even know what hit you. So, with all of this amazing potential and all of these huge risks on the table, the question is, what's your next move? How do you actually harness the power of AI for good and, avoid all the bad stuff? Well, success with AI isn't about buying some magic black box. It's about building a solid foundation from the ground up. You need a quality design. You need clean data. You need a skilled team to put it all together, and you need constant maintenance and governance to make sure your AI stays on track with your business goals as they change over time.
So here's the bottom line, the one thing to take away from all this. AI isn't magic. It's an incredibly powerful tool, for sure. But whether it succeeds or fails comes down entirely to the humans who are building and guiding it. It's all about your strategy, your skill, and your governance.
So I'll leave you with this thought. With an AI as your strategic grandmaster, you have the power to see the board in a whole new way, to anticipate the future, and to make your winning move. The only question left is, what's that move going to be?